going to start with the Brow Fast Sculpt Gel from Maybelline in the shade 257. It's a brow gel that I use to set my brow hairs in place before I fill in the sparse areas. I like to use it before because then I get the shape of my brow set in place and it makes a more natural brow. So next I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim 15mm defining pencil. It's in, I think, just brown. Medium brown, 257. So it goes with the brow gel. So now I'm just drawing my lines on the bottom so that I get that crisp line on the bottom and filling in the sparse areas. I like to leave the top kind of as is. I don't like to draw too many lines in there just because I want it to be more natural and not quite so blocky. So I'm going to do that on both sides and then we'll go on to the next. So for the front of my eyebrows, where it's a little bit lighter, I go in with the Maybelline Brow Tattoo Studio Brow Tint Pen in shade 360 medium brown. It is like a microblade pen. It's got the 3 teeth in it, and I use this to do the feathered look in the front because one of my eyebrows does it and the other one doesn't. It tends to lay down. So I take this and feather it through the front and in the middle where it's still a little sparse, just to give some more hair-like strokes to my eyebrow, give it a more natural look. Okay, so today we're going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette to do a pretty teal look. I start out with concealer on my lids. I don't use an eyelid primer, I just use concealer. That was the Revlon Candid, Photo Ready Candid, and I use shade 005. I also use that under my eye when I do my foundation. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm not going to give you names because I'm pointing at the shades. I'm only using 3 shades out of this palette. So I'm starting with the 3rd shade in. It's just my transition shade. I'm going to put that in my crease so that my blues blend better. So you won't be able to see it too much. I'm not going in super dark. It's just a tan to kind of give that crease something to blend with when I go in with the blues. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that teal shade at the bottom. I'm going to use a smaller brush this time so that I can keep it close to the crease in just that outer corner. And then I'll use a bigger brush at the end to blend it all out. I don't want to start out too heavy-handed. I want to make sure that I tap the product off and build it slowly so that it blends better at the end. Okay, so now we're going to go in with that shimmer shade. And before I add the shimmer, I want to cut my crease just a little, not too much, not too filled in, and not the whole crease, or the whole lid. I'm just going to do about 3/4. So that's what I'm doing here, just cutting the crease. I'm using a small brush because I want to be able to get that perfect lid. Probably could have used a bigger brush, but that's what I had. So I'm just filling that in. now I'm going to add that glittery teal color all over the lid where I just applied the concealer. With the Jaclyn Hill products, I find it shows up better when I pat it in using my finger as opposed to using a brush. It just comes out way sparklier and not quite as dull. Before I added it to my finger, before I added it to my eye, I did spray it with a little setting spray just to make it pop that much more. What I'm doing now is going back in with that teal matte shade and blending in above the shimmer just to make sure that I have nothing, no gaps or patches or anything, and making sure it's all blended in nicely and darkening that up a little bit. Okay, for mascara, I'm using the Love at First Lash mascara. I love this mascara. It's from Avon, and I'll link it down below if you're interested in it. It is nourishing as well as lengthening and volumizing. I do 2 coats and my lashes look long. You can see them. They're gorgeous. I don't feel like I need to put lashes on just to do a makeup look with this mascara. Alright y'all, here's the final reveal. Thank you for watching. Bye.